Hi, thanks for stopping by. I prototyped this ink stamp here in the Tinkerspace, and now I need to make it better. Let me show you how. I tried a few different materials in prototyping my ink stamps, including this rubber sheet which is sold specifically for laser cutters. But I had this in my machine for about 90 minutes and it only scratched the surface. I think my single watt of power is just not up to the task. So I switched materials to this adhesive backed foam sheet, which I know my laser will cut through with ease. It's about 1mm thick and this backing peels straight off, so that's one less thing to worry about. I took the centering jig that I'd made in the previous video. And I used that to cut a piece of foam. Then I needed to find a way to hold it in place while it was being engraved. So I went back to my 3D modelling software and designed and 3D printed a new cap. So the foam goes on the jig and the cap holds it in place. The magnet on the bottom of the jig locks into the laser engraver and I can swap in and out new pieces of foam in just a couple of seconds. I'm using a really old laptop here which is running a really old version of Windows, but I get to show you the software this time. This software uses a 500 by 500 pixel black and white image. The software processes the image row by row, while at the same time controlling the motors in the laser engraver to move the laser beam. And then it turns the laser on or off when it finds a black or white pixel. After a little experimenting, I realised that I don't actually need to cut the foam. All I need to do is heat it up and it will shrink back. This is a trick I've seen used by lots of prop builders. A line is cut into the foam and then it's opened up by heating it with a hot air gun. This causes the foam to shrink back away from the cut. What I'm doing here is essentially the same, just with a computer controlled laser. To get the right amount of shrinkage, I only need to have the laser on at its lowest power for 15 milliseconds per pixel. That equates to about a 20-minute carve for an image of this size and complexity. Once my carve is complete, I remove the shield and take out the jig. I used a little painter's tape to lift off the sooty residue and some scissors to trim off the excess. And that left me with this stamp sticker. I cut some blanks from MDF on the bandsaw, just big enough to hold the sticker. I peeled off the backing and stuck it down. In my mind, this makes a pretty reasonable sticker block. To test how fine an image I could produce, I took the logo from James at Molten Make, who was the first person I met at Maker Central this year. The trick is to remember that the foam shrinks in 3 dimensions, so sometimes less really is more when you're shooting a laser. I think the ears came out really well. Then if you're making a logo like this one for Make It So, who lives just a couple of valleys over from me, you have to remember to flip the image. Well, that's about it, but I'd love to hear what you think about this project. Please leave me a note in the comments below. I'm continually making things and sharing them to YouTube when I can, so don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified when I post a new video. If you have any questions, you can post them in the comments below, or you can contact me on all the social medias. I'll have links in the description. But that really is it for now. Thanks for watching. See you next time.